conference.
Okay. Is it okay? Live.
So they will write the questions like that.
Sir, you can
See.
start it, sir.
Start. Let them ask questions.
Sir, first you have to
Okay.
regular.
Okay. So welcome participants. This is the first live session for this particular course. So feel free to ask whatever questions that you might have, and we will try to answer them live, as well as some answers we can give you written responses at an appropriate time. Okay. So welcome. Can I mute myself? Yeah, no? Yeah, please go ahead. Write your question. Just write your question. Yeah. So the exact thing about species balance is that, like any other any other scalar balance, right? So species balance is that, if say if you have a chemical reaction going on, or say in a particular system you have multiple species, right? You have to write the conservation for each of the species. Now, especially in chemical reactions, when a particular species get converted into another species, right? Say, for example, carbon and oxygen reacts form CO2. So in that case, you have to write the species balance of the reactants and the products. So the species balance in general will be like a scalar equation, which will be very similar to your energy equation or your temperature equation, right? And like the temperature equation, there will be a diffusion term, there will be an advection term, and then there can be a source term or a sink term in the equation. Okay, so that is what species balance is. So like any scalar. So like for example, temperature is a scalar, so that is what it is. Okay. If you have a specific question that you don't understand, please write it here. We can give you a written response to that particular query. You can write or you can send via an email that what is the exact equation that you are looking for, which term you don't understand, right? We will give you a written response to that. You can write it in the discussion forum. I think that will be better. Okay. Thank you. What do you mean by velocity relative? Can you write? Relative velocity, that's what you mean. So if you mean by relative velocity, okay. So what I will do is that maybe what we can do is that we can give them a little bit of a PPT where it says because the control volume moves and this is the relative velocity with respect to the control volume. I think that is what he is talking about, right? So we can give a pictorial, more pictorial description of the same. Okay. So what we will do is that we can post it in the discussion forum, right? Okay. So we will just give us a couple of days. Okay. We will just post a PPT in which we will show that how this what this relative velocity exactly means. Okay. It is hard to do it now, but we can give you a small PowerPoint presentation. So watch for the discussion forum. Okay. So note that down. Okay, since there seems to be no other questions, we can wrap up the session. Okay, if you have any questions, please post it on the discussion forum and we will make every attempt to answer them. Okay, and so best of luck. And if any other questions, feel free to drop an email or post a question in the discussion forum. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Okay, can you use the concepts of interaction of different phases of a metal? No, it is not a stupid question at all. Okay, so yeah, the interaction of different phases can always be accounted for. Okay, from what you are talking about, but the different phases of a metal, obviously, yes. But there may be other additional interfacial dynamics that may needs to be taken care of because there may be solidification front and there may be other types of things. There may be fluid mechanical instabilities also that can happen. So, but definitely the basic concepts can be still applied there. Okay, okay. Okay, thank you, Anthony. So we are wrapping up this session now. Okay, so feel free to post the questions on discussion forum. Okay, thank you, everybody.